Hello everybody, and what is going on? So this is part 2 of our Q&A session. Happy Boxing Day, by the way. We got asked near about 100 questions. We answered half of them questions on Christmas, and we're going to answer the other half of the half today on Boxing Day. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. What's your best clothing piece? The P-Wing. Opinions on buying certain pieces. Oh, we've done that. View on Supreme currently, and whether it's dying in your opinion. Okay, so I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I do feel that Supreme know that they can pretty much do whatever they want these days. They brought out the brick. People went mad for a brick. They brought out a clip art Christmas tee. The Supreme BOGO line was absolutely mental. And in my opinion, they're just getting more fans by the day. So in my personal opinion, I would say that no, it is not dying. In fact, I think that Supreme has never been more popular. What are your thoughts on Carhartt? OG brand. What are your 5 pairs of shoes you prefer? The Diadora N9000, the Air Max 1, the Yeezy 350, the Air Jordan Retro 4, and the Huarache. Nah, I'm joking. The Cortez. Favorite drop this year? What was a good drop this year? The Yeezy V2 drops when they came out in them 4 colorways. Still took the L though. What collaborations would you like to see from Supreme in SS17? I would definitely like to see Diadora collaborate with Supreme, especially on a sneaker release. I would pull out all of the stops for that drop. So Diadora. Thoughts on the current Gucci wave? Expensive. What are your opinions on the Ultra Boost mids? Ultra Boost mids? Oh, like the Kith Aspen pack with the whole flying it thing going on. I think it looks like a mad shoe if I'm honest. I like it and it looks comfy as well. Boost, instant cop, more like instant L. Okay, now we're gonna, we're gonna move on. Do you like / own a pair of TNs? I do like TNs, but I don't own a pair. Will you ever sell me your P-Wing? And what are your vintage grails? Firstly, I can't, like that P-Wing is not moving from that wardrobe. That is now a family heirloom. And my vintage grails at the moment has to be anything Cool G. A Cool G sweater like the one Notorious B.I.G. would wear. Yeah, Dan know. Who is your favorite fashion lifestyle based YouTuber? Now, I must say that I'm watching quite a few YouTubers at the moment, like Sunbeam Jess, Milk Club, Pingy, of course, To The Nines, and various others. I can't exactly pick a favourite out of all of them because they're all good in their own way. Where are the best places to shop for vintage clothing? Would be really interesting to know. So if you're straight up looking for vintage clothing and you don't want to go thrifting in your local charity shops, flea markets, car boot sales, etc, etc, then I would highly recommend going to Shoreditch in London. They've got vintage shops coming out of their ears. You've got the vintage clothing market, you've got Rocket Vintage, you've got a bunch of other vintage shops in Shoreditch. Every other shop is a vintage shop in Shoreditch. So if you just go anywhere in there, you'll definitely find a clothing shop to your taste. Who do you celebrate Christmas with? My family. What are your thoughts on anime, or what's your favourite anime? Firstly, my thoughts on anime is people get a lot of stick for watching anime. Like when people think of anime, they think, oh no, you're a loser, you watch cartoons at the age of insert age here. But personally, I really like anime. I can binge watch an entire series in 2 days. It's happened, and I have no shame in saying that. And my personal favourite anime is Future Diary. That show has got so many twists and turns and plot twists and all sorts of things going on. Any tattoos soon? I haven't planned any tattoos, but I am thinking of getting something on this other arm. I have no idea what it would be. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Best Christmas fit? Santa's. What clothing brand is your most top #1 favourite? Now, I've already declared my love for Diadora, so apart from that, I would have to say Champion. That reverse weave technology, mate, like, it's got me done. It's got me feeling different. When's your birth date, mate? September 15th. Champion or Kappa? Nah, you can't ask me them questions, bruv. What do you think of overly hyped brands like Antisocial, Social Club, Rip and Dip, and such? Thanks, mate. Love you all the way from Malaysia. Firstly, thank you, big up. And secondly, personally, I don't mind them. Antisocial Social Club is something that I've been keeping my eye on recently. But again, when it comes to clothes, I focus more on the outfit than I do in the actual brand. But as a brand, they have been doing well. However, I am not a business expert. Supreme, Palace or Stussy? Palace, Supreme, then Stussy. Would you consider doing other videos than fashion? If so, what would you do and why? I would definitely do a gaming channel simply because I can only think of a couple of things that I can do in my spare time that you know, like sort of relaxes me, but at the same time it would be cool if I could turn that whole R&R process and turn it into something productive as well, because then you'll be always working but it will never feel like work. Techers, what are your opinions on Stussy? And do you own any? Personally, I think that Stussy is a cool OG brand. Unfortunately, I don't own any Stussy, but I do plan to change that very, very soon. Can you show us your cat and introduce it to us? I have two cats. I've got a white cat and I've got like a little tabby cat. One's called Missy and one's called Miley. I didn't want to call the first one Missy. I had no sort of say in that. Everyone think that cat is named after Miley Cyrus, and it is. Next question. Do you rate Stone Island as a fashion brand, or do you see it more of a roadman brand? Now, I mentioned this in one of my like earlier videos, my thoughts about Stone Island as a brand. Stone Island as a brand never wanted to be a roadman brand or want to be associated with roadmen and whatever else. I personally take Stone Island in their original form, like the form that they wanted to be known as an innovative streetwear brand. They use quality materials and they're out to make quality products. That's what Stone Island are really about. Although sometimes you can't not see it as a roadman brand. You know, the stigma's there. Whether that's a good thing or not remains to be seen. It's a little bit of a complicated subject. What do you think about Champion going from a sportswear brand to a streetwear brand? Now, Champion has probably been around for about 100 years now, so for them to progress and still be relevant in 2017 is absolutely amazing. And the fact that they've adapted themselves and gone from a sportswear brand into a streetwear brand is absolutely amazing. The transition is almost seamless, and I'm really into Champion anyway, so they're sick. What do you think about Argentina? Yeah, you've got an Argentinian fan living in Switzerland. That's how big your channel got. Firstly, thank you, massive respect. And secondly, what do I think about Argentina? I've never been. I've got to go. Let's go to Germany. Let's go to Argentina. Let's go to let's do Euro Tour. What's your favorite pair of Jordans? Also, great video, keep it up, bro. Firstly, thank you. And secondly, my favorite pair of Jordans has to be the Jordan 4 silhouette, and my favorite out of the Jordan 4s is the Jordan Cement 4s, and I've got them, so happy days. Favorite musician, artist at the moment, either Saint Pepsi or Blank Banshee. Vaporwave, bruv, like, it's the thing. Opinions on designer outwear brands like Moncler. I've definitely pronounced that wrong. I have no idea who they are, but they sound expensive. Do you have a style icon? If so, who is it? Now, I wouldn't say that I have like one style icon or just like one person that I follow blindly. I would have to say that my style inspiration comes from a number of things, and not necessarily fashion as well. Like, I'm gonna give you a little glimpse into my process here. This is a little private Instagram feed where I save pictures and that, you know, like of fits that I like, of pictures that I like, of themes that I like, and I stick it all on this Instagram page. I take a lot of inspiration from a lot of sources. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be from, you know, like a fashion icon or a fashion influencer. It can be from like movies, music, anime, interior, brands in general, art, that sort of thing. So my style icon is just a little bit of everything, really. Opinions on the Bape Air Force Ones, so like the Bapesters. To be honest, I never really saw what the hype was about with the Bapesters. Like, I never really got it. What's your opinion on Supreme Cross Air Max? Did they exist? Oh, the 98s. Yeah, I really like this shoe. My favorite out of them was the snakeskin one. What are some of your favorite fashion style Instagram accounts to follow? High Snobiety, Hype Beast, Snob Shots, and Poor Shots. There are plenty more, but those four will get you started. Want a shoe? Yeah, bruv. What's your opinion on the new tubular shadow knit shoes? Personally, I've always had mixed feelings when it comes to the tubulars, but they really have grown on me recently, and the shadow knits are up there too. Favorite pair of Air Maxes that you don't own? The Silver Bullet 97s. What is your favorite website for shopping, and what do you think about that there will be so many colorways of the Yeezy V2s? Now, if we're talking about online shopping, a good one-stop shop to go to is ASOS, Urban Outfitters, ASOS Marketplace, Depop, Grailed, and the list goes on. And secondly, what do you think about all of these Yeezy V2 colorways? Personally, I do like the fact that the Yeezys are becoming more and more saturated, simply because they'll be easier to get and resale will be cheaper on them. Because again, I'm looking at the Yeezys from a style point of view, not from a hype point of view. I do like the fact that more and more people will be able to get the Yeezys easier and for cheaper, and just the fact that there's loads to choose from. Quite happy about it. What shoes are hyped up that you don't like. Now, I have to say that I'm quite open-minded when it comes to shoes, so there isn't a type of shoe that I don't like or I wouldn't wear, but a shoe that I would say that is too hyped up or a bit overrated are Common Projects. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't wear a pair of Common Projects, but I just don't think the price tag is sort of justifiable, if that makes sense. Favorite Christmas song? Fairy Tale of New York. Got any predictions for next year within the streetwear scene? Oversized hoodies and jumpers and t-shirts are going to continue to be in fashion. The early 2000s are going to come back. I don't know how, but they will. Other than that, it's anyone's game. It could go any way. Palace or Supreme? Palace, but only by a slim margin. And it's better for bunning. Plans for 2017. Now, for 2017, I plan to amp up this whole channel. I plan to make the videos 10 times better. Put 110% in each and every video. Do a lot more stuff. Be on a lot more projects. Plan out what I'm gonna do. And to just make better content for everyone. And I'm really looking forward to it. What was it that got you into vintage fashion? Financial constraints. Are you into sports? And what team do you support? I don't know, like sports has never really interested me. I like Usain Bolt. What's your favourite tattoo or one that means the most to you? I don't know, I've said like in plenty of videos that this sleeve doesn't necessarily mean anything, I just thought it looked cool. But if you want to pick one, my favourite tattoo has to be this deer on the end here. I just thought that was cool. I'm really into deers and stags for some reason. I'm from Hertfordshire and they're like, mascot is a deer or a stag, one of the two. Even though it doesn't necessarily mean anything, I would have to say that this stag sort of has a meaning. If I had to give it one, I would say heritage. So this nice little stag here. And that is everything. Those are all the questions that we have today. I'd just like to say a big massive shout out to everyone who asked a question. A big massive shout out to everyone who likes, comments and subscribes to this channel. Made it to 4,000 subscribers. That is absolutely mental. Thank you so much. Roll on 2017. Merry Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. If you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more of what I do, because I do a lot of fashion based stuff, lifestyle based stuff and style based stuff, then you can by using a subscribe button that can be located anywhere on this webpage here. And that is everything. Bye.